example I made was working at McDonald's versus being a church musician, right? So if I started playing in churches in the 90s and I made a certain amount, the same time somebody else starts working at McDonald's at the same time. It's been 30 years, right? It's been 30 years. That person at McDonald's is making a whole lot more than he would have made then. But that church musician is still in the same little window. Why is that?
I don't have the nice way to say this, so I'm just gonna
Say it straight.
Other than minute monetary, why are they not invested in us? Why are they not pastoring us? Why do we get accused of treating this like a gig when we are prostituted ourselves? We provide a service, they pay us. The only difference is they leave a check on a keyboard instead of a couple $100 bills on a nightstand.
Right.
There's absolutely no difference whatsoever.
Right.
Because if we don't perform, what do? They withhold the money.
Right. You're
In
right.
the same circumstance, if you underperform, the first thing they want to do is, I want a refund. I'm not going to pay you because the services wasn't that great.
Yeah.
And I know it's an extreme thing to talk about like our musicianship in the church and prostitution. Find me the difference.
Right.
Because no one has ever come to us and talked about how we file our taxes because we're contract musicians. No one has ever talked to us about all the things that they complain about us, about our lifestyle.
Right.
They don't talk about how they can supplement our income because they're not paying us enough. So we go out and we get other jobs, other gigs, secular music. They talk about us like a dog for going to pursue other things to live righteous lifestyles.
Right.
And then even if we are doing it where it doesn't conflict with the church by way of time or by way of integrity, then the other one applies.
Right. Right.
So the day that you have a regular job and you can't miss rehearsal, they will talk about you like a dog.
Right.
Okay, then pay me a salary that's competitive enough to make a living off of.
Well, I will have to go to that
Then I
job.
will have to go to that job.
Exactly.
And miss me about saying that more than $250 or $300 a week is too much because I know what your pastor's making.
Right.
Or I know what you're paying for when you bring in a guest speaker. Guest speakers make thousands. Guest musicians make hundreds.
That's crazy.
And how many times have you gone to YouTube and replayed a song versus a sermon? Hello.